We're going to talk about advertising and kind of some quick do's and don'ts, best practices for tiny businesses. I find that the most common question when people come to talk to me about marketing and either creating a marketing plan or understanding more about marketing is, well, I don't do any marketing because I don't pay for anything. And I'm like, great, we're starting right off the bat with learning. And I'm going to now teach that to you, is that marketing is, first of all, huge, a very large part of business. And it's very encompassing over everything from your logo and website to being on social media, to networking, to creating content. Of course, advertising is part of that, but it's only one tiny part of it. And it is quite honestly a part that you could 100% skip and not do at all. I actually have a t-shirt coming that says stay scrappy. I'm a big fan of staying scrappy, not being cheap, but being very strategic about where you are spending your very little dollars as a tiny business owner. Even if you are thriving and making multi-million dollars a year with your 5 or fewer business, you still are not having the amount of money to compete with somebody like Facebook or Amazon or some very large enterprise level company. And that unfortunately is what happens with a lot of online advertising. Things like magazines usually don't pan out very well for tiny business owners unless there's a real relationship with the readership and it's your exact person. So before you ever think about advertising, the most important thing that you can do is really know your avatar. That's the person that you're wanting to be talking, communicating, and selling to. So I really stress the importance of this. I have a workbook on this. If you do need help, it is the Creating Your Avatar workbook. It is $10 on my website, mssierrabailey.com. It is incredibly helpful. I put it together because I used to have an exercise that my clients would go through, and so many people started saying, hey, I heard so-and-so did this. I just want to do this exercise. Can I have, just the worksheet? So I had just a couple of worksheets to do it, and it didn't really walk people through it enough. So I created a workbook that really will walk you in an hour or two through the whole process. Once you know your avatar, you will have more luck with advertising. But I do beg of you, think about all the things that you can do before you actually start spending your hard-earned dollars. Remember, the main reason why businesses fail is lack of cash flow, and as a tiny business owner, that is something you should keep an eye on. Now, if you have decided I really want to do some advertising, let's talk about today the thing that I get asked about most, and that is Facebook advertising. So let's say you have decided that through your business page, you'd like to put Facebook ads. Right off the top of the bat, I want to let you know that boosting, which is just when you click your post, helps basically your current followers, or it lets you do a few things, but it's not a very robust advertising and not the ideal way to advertise with Facebook. All it will do is make it so that your viewers are going to see the content you have put on there. That can be really helpful for some things. When I was a jewelry designer and I did Friday Live videos that would talk about jewelry and things like that, I used to actually boost the videos, and it would really help it get more views. So it accomplished that. But boosting is the least effective way that you could be advertising on Facebook. Why is that? Well, if you know your avatar, going into the back end of Facebook ads, I can't remember, I think it's called Business Manager now or something. I just go up to in your business page, you can go into it will make it very easy for how to create an ad and walk through the process. I do not currently have a workshop on Facebook ads because it's just a big topic. So you may go to Google and look up some people that do teaching on that and look for some tips. But right off the bat, some very solid tips if you want to get into Facebook advertising. The most effective way to advertise on Facebook is to actually place ads that will give you more followers. Now, I had somebody say to me the other day, well, that's just stupid. Why do that? That's actually not stupid and a really smart strategy. Why is that? Well, first of all, because Facebook doesn't want you to take people off of Facebook. So if you are trying to advertise, let's say lead pages to get people to sign up for a mailing list, or you want to take them to your website, you are going to pay a fortune for ads because Facebook doesn't want you to take people off the website, number one. And two, you're competing against all of the other larger level companies that have maybe funding or their enterprise level that will have deeper pockets than you. So it's not a great way to spend your dollars. Now, if you do place an ad to get more followers, you're not taking them off of Facebook. So Facebook loves that. The other side of it is that it's human nature. It's called social proof, that when you see that all of your friends are liking something or that a lot of people are liking something, it will make you trust it more and it will make you want to engage. So actually, by advertising for followers, you're really getting that social proof going. And because you'll have more followers, when you are creating posts on your business page, you organically will just reach more people because you will have more followers. At this point, I believe it's around 1 or 2% of your following will see the post that you're putting up there. So if you can increase the size of your following, it will ensure that you actually get more likes on your posts. I mean, rule of thumb, you want to entertain, inspire, or educate with those posts. You want to be only selling about 20% of the time, and you want to try to not take people off of Facebook. Why? Because they won't show people, and never post a YouTube link because it won't get showed. Now, when you go into that back end to advertise, that's where your avatar really comes into play. So start to match as many of the categories as you can. Again, it's why I created a workbook for it, because having that avatar is the secret sauce to marketing. It is the way that you will start to reach the right people and be where they are. If your people are not on Facebook, don't do Facebook advertising because it will be a waste of time. But if your people are on Facebook, you can go in the back end and create an ad in order to get more followers. It will increase the amount of people that see your site. And if you're matching it correctly, it will really match it with the people that want to see what you're doing. Again, you have to know your avatar before you do this. And then if you're posting a video or something where you really want to show that people are engaging with it, you could boost a post here and there. But I would say no more than $1 a day if you are trying to get followers to your website, maybe $5 a week. Followers to your Facebook page. So think about that, a $5 budget to get followers. And then if you're going to boost, no more than $2 or $3. You spending more than that is not a great use of your budget if you're a tiny business. There are so many other things that would really stretch your dollar further, but I know a lot of people want to try Facebook advertising, and this is how I recommend you get started with it. All right. Thank you for watching another video. I'm Sierra Bailey, doers, shakers, makers, and I'll see you next week.